and all of the members of the Heal Yourself Happy Hub. I just thought I'd jump on and do a quick video about joy, because I know it's been a big subject over the last week on the page, and I think it's such an important subject and one really to kind of explore more. It means a lot to me, and I'll explain why in the course of the video. It's not going to be too long, so don't worry. But just to introduce myself, my name is Jo, and I am one of Ali's clients. I've had 12 months of one-to-one coaching with Ali, and also a very good friend of Ali's as well. And it was fun enough through the coaching sessions with Ali that, we kind of unravelled so many layers that I'd got going on, and realised where I was happy, was what made me happy, what didn't make me happy. That through that kind of this joy list sort of was born, really. And one of the things that we discovered was probably somewhere hidden way down in here somewhere, was my desire to be a motivational speaker, amongst many other things, I hasten to add. Kind of through the coaching sessions I had, and through sort of writing things down and really starting to build my joy list, I achieved my dream of becoming a motivational speaker. And I've spoken in public a couple of times now, and I do Facebook Lives on this very subject, on joy, comfort zones, passion, all of those things that kind of, sort of get us going, or we think about. And I think that joy is the one, I suppose, that brings that smile, as cheesy as that probably sounds, brings that smile to my face the most. And if I just explain kind of, last year I was 50 in November. Which was amazing and fabulous, and I absolutely adore being 50, randomly that I'm actually saying that out loud, but it was kind of one of the best birthdays I've ever had. But to build up to being 50, I spent the previous 12 months, so from 49 to 50, doing something called 50 Ways to Leave Your 40s, which was basically I did a new experience every single week, or for 50 weeks of the 52, to kind of get me to 50 with a head full of new experiences and trying things that I'd never done. So some things my friends had done, and they, can't believe that, like I'd never been to a ballet, or I'd never seen Les Miserables, or I had never had my legs waxed, random things. But so I spent a year sort of really finding what made me happy, and what ultimately then went on my joy list. And it kind of, as the year developed, this joy list pretty much developed as well. And it was kind of, I suppose, when you're thinking about your joy list, the first place is obviously write that list. Get in the feeling, what evokes that memory for you, what evokes the feeling. And obviously remember as well, when you are compiling your joy list, that your joy list is personal to you. And obviously what brings me joy is going to be very, very different to what brings you joy. And some of the things on my list through kind of doing my 50 Ways to Leave Your 40s were things, like I said, I saw some musicals that I'd always wanted to see that I'm now addicted to. I learnt to dance, which was a big thing for me. That was on my list at the beginning of the year of going into these experiences. And I learnt to salsa, I learnt to burlesque, and I learnt to cabaret dance. And it was just amazing. And just thinking of it now, it brings back all these memories and makes me smile immediately, and makes me think, yeah, that is what a joy list is it what is bringing me joy? Whether it's the memory or the actual doing of it is what is going to make you happy. But then at the other end of the spectrum, I adore gardening. I absolutely love my garden. I don't know what I'm doing half the time, but I love being out there and just pottering, picking, visualising. I'm a big fan of visualisation, and I drew a plan of what I wanted my garden to look like, and slowly but surely it's getting there and turning into my very, very happy place. So I think, kind of when you're starting to think about your joy list, ask yourself some questions. What makes you smile? What is going to make your feet tap? What's going to make you sing out loud? Is there a particular song that, no matter what, where, however you're feeling, wherever you are, in the car, you're in the kitchen, you're doing some cooking, you're in the bath, that song comes on and you go, yay, it's that song. Now, don't judge me, but one of my favourite songs is Dolly Parton, 9 to 5. And it doesn't matter, it reminds me of my best friend, it's kind of our song for some reason. And it doesn't matter how I'm feeling or what kind of day I've had or I'm having, That song comes on, instantly I'm there, I'm with my friend in my head, my memories, and and that's what a joy list and bringing the joy out inside you is intending to do. So you've got to get in the feeling with your joy list. You've got to, when you think of something that brings you joy, as I said, it's what is that memory that it's going to bring up as well. You should see it, you want to live it, you want to feel it. It's a real emotion, a real big emotion. And I suppose that's kind of, my big key message is write your joy list. And remember, there's no holds barred here. It's your joy list, not so-and-so's or so-and-so's. It's yours. What makes you happy? And then start putting it into place. Put your joy list somewhere where you're going to see it every day. Is it on the mirror in the bathroom? Is it on the fridge? Where are you going to see that joy list that you're going to make you go, I'm going to do something off that list today? And, sometimes life gets in the way, and I fully appreciate that we're all probably working people, and sometimes it's hard. You kind of, the weeks are passing us by, and here we are on, the 7th of May already, and you think, seriously? How did we get to there? But when you do one thing off your joy list every day, you can look back and go, I did that today. And that, again, remember, it might be something as simple as you might commit to reading. Reading is on your joy list, so I read 10 pages a day. That's fine. Because then when you have these dips in life, and they all happen to us, when you have a bit of a downward because of maybe an outside factor, you can go back to your joy list and think, I'm going to do that. It's going to even me back out again. And that got me through a lot of very tough working times last year. Is just as simple. I used to work from home in my old job last year. And it was a very stressful job at this time of year, and I used to just leave the office where I'm sat now and go and walk in the garden, or just go and sit in the garden for 10 minutes, half an hour, just bring myself, it centred me a little bit, brought me back into the real world and let me then kind of almost deal with the stress a bit better. I'm very pleased to report I've been made redundant from that job now, which wasn't on my joy list, but the things that have happened since I've been made redundant are now on my joy list, which is a whole different conversation. Get into the feeling, write your joy list, be wild, let your thoughts go crazy, but most importantly, grab that feeling and do something every day off your joy list. I hope that helps, and I look forward to communicating with you all on Ali's Hub very soon.